Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Got a great broadcast lineup for you this morning. And let me tell you, the phone number, y'all might want to call in on this one. The phone lines are open 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Got a great topic we're going to tackle today. And I'm gonna jump right into this thing, man. A lot of time. Okay, we got the phone lines are popping off already, and I love it. I love it. Um, hey, I think I have someone here now. Who I got someone on the phone line. Who is this on the phone line? Who is this? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Good morning, Sugar Flint.
I gotta be on my best behavior. See, I was gonna act up today. I was gonna act up. I say today, Friday is the day I was gonna act up, but I can't act up. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is my baby girl right here. This is my baby girl right here. Mary Perry, good morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right, better than yesterday.
Good deal, good deal. Always good to hear from y'all. This is my daughter. This is my daughter. She's actually in I don't know if I can tell you where she at because she's can I tell them where you at?
Not what I do, but you can say where I am.
Okay, she's actually in Virginia, and she's in a part of Virginia. I'm not gonna tell you what part of Virginia because Virginia is pretty large, but she is in Virginia, and I'm hiring a happy elephant lady and porcupine proud to have her with me this morning. We got a topic we're gonna talk about, Mary, and I'm gonna jump right in with this topic with you. Before anybody get, I want to see what you say, what you got to say about this topic, and how you feel about it. Okay, now outside of the physical, because we know that sometimes on the physical scale, men could, could in some situations be a little stronger than women physically. And so we're not dealing with the physical part. I'm asking a question: who is more dangerous, an angry man or an angry woman? Which is more dangerous?
I think it depends on their life before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if she's a bitter woman and a man with a healthy mindset, the woman will automatically be more dangerous. But if it's a bitter man and a healthy woman, the man will be more dangerous. I think it depends on what they're mad about, really, and who's more dangerous. Because if we just both mad at the same thing with healthy mindsets, I mean, neither one of us are really dangerous.
Okay, and so
I think it depends on what they're mad about.
Okay. That's good because let me now. I've heard it said, and you help me understand this. I've heard it said that a woman scorned is the most powerful force against you that you'll ever run across. She may not be able to beat you down physically. She may not be able to beat you down physically. In some cases, she might be able to, but what she can do is make your life so miserable. She can make your life a living hello, if you will. What do you say about a woman scorned?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't mess with her. I think women, when they get angry, I think we're more emotional when we're angry. Like, we will try to get you emotionally when we're angry, rather than men are more physical. Like, two men can fight and be friends right after. Women, no. Like, if I fight you and you my friend and I fight you, we're not friends no more. That's it. I fought you. I put my hands on you. We good. We are not. Don't talk to me no more. But men will fight each other and then go get dinner like nothing happened. So I think it's different for how they react. Obviously, there's some women that rather fight than deal with emotions. But I think in a general scale things, I would say women are more emotional, and she will mess your life up. Because let's be real, men need women. So I think she will mess your life up, probably effortlessly. And men won't. When men are done, men are done. They don't try to get you back. They just move on.
So basically, am I hearing you say that in certain situations, certainly not all, because we can't paint with such a wide brush, but in some situations, I'm hearing you say that we men carry our anger a little better than y'all do.
No.
You just said
at all. Men are destructive when they're men are physically destructive when they're mad, in my opinion. Men will, like, break things when they're mad, or they'll fight about it. Women don't do that. Women will get you mentally. Like you will miss her. You may be happy when she first leaves, but you will miss her. Because everybody needs a woman. That's why life comes from us. Everybody needs a good woman in their life. So yeah, you'll miss her. But men are more destructive when they're mad. Women are.
Now I ain't gonna let you.
We're more.
Now hold on. Now
we're more calculated when we're mad.
I'm not gonna let you get here and say that y'all not gonna miss us too. Now I'm not gonna let you get here. Now you my daughter, I love you, baby, but I'm not gonna let you say that now. Y'all miss us too.
I mean, we'll miss you, but there's a lot of great men out there. So it's hard to find a really good person, but I think men miss women way more. Because women are upset when it first happens. When the breakup first happens, women are messed up, you know. And then men are fine. They just go do whatever they're gonna do. But it hits harder for a man after time passes. Oh, women, we done after we done pouted about it and everything. That's it. We over it. We thriving.
Now, I think y'all carry y'all anger a lot longer than we do. Y'all wear it. And y'all and you know, and just like you said, if y'all are best friends and y'all fight, it's over. You know, there's no coming back from that. You said that, right?
No. If I have to put my hands on my friend, that's it. That we're done.
But see, and that's why I say y'all
carry. Even if it's a male friend, we're done.
But see, that's why I say y'all carry it longer, because y'all have carried that hate for a long time, and y'all just won't like the person at all. It's over. See, just like you said, we'll fight. No, we'll fight, man. We'll fight. But next week we're looking at the game together again.
So I don't think it's we carry hate. I think it's just women are more like if something happens to the point where I need to put my hands on you to express how angry I am at you, there's no point in us rekindling this relationship. Why? Because if I get hurt again, that's my fault. I let you back in my life, and I'm not gonna be the reason that I'm hurting. So why would I let you back in? There's no point. I lived without you before. I can do it again. That's how I think about it, and I'm sure that's how a lot of other women think about it. Like, I'm not gonna let you back in for what? You already hurt me once. Obviously, it was big enough that I felt like I need to put my hands on you. No. If I get hurt again, it's not on you. That's on me, and I'm not gonna be the reason for it. I can affect my decision. I can't affect yours. And obviously, you don't make good ones with. I'm not saying everything you do you would need to think of me, but I'm saying if you do something that you know will affect people around you, you should at least take that into consideration if you call your friend. But you already did it one time. I'm not gonna wait for the second.
Wow. Okay. So the question is, who is more dangerous, an angry man or an angry woman? And from what I'm hearing you say right now, you're saying that an angry man is more dangerous.
In the physical aspect, yes, but I would have to have a scenario to take a guess on who I think would be more dangerous. And obviously, I can only base it around women that I've been around and men that I've been around.
Yes, exactly.
To know, or like stories that I've heard from other people, I can only base off that. I don't know every man or woman to say for sure. And again, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was gonna say, and you're absolutely right. It's hard. It's very difficult to paint with such a wide brush, because the question actually paints with a wide brush, and it's saying all men and all women. We can't do that, but we can break it down to what we know and our experiences that we've seen and we've went through ourselves. We can definitely do it that way. I'm still standing on the fact that I think a woman is more dangerous when she's angry. I really think a woman is more dangerous outside of the physical. You know, I have to preface it by saying outside of the physical. Outside of the physical, I think a woman is more dangerous when she's angry. Are
we saying a hurt woman and a hurt man?
No, just when well, it could be hurt. But I was thinking more along the lines of if they just mad, when a person gets mad and get angry and destruction, they want to tear up something. I think a woman is more dangerous, because though she may not be able to do it more physically, physically she may not be able to tear up as much as a man would, but in other ways, a woman could be very manipulative, and she could line things up and sit back and just watch it play itself out. A woman could be something else.
You know, men say that, but I think men are more like that than women, but men don't show it because men are groomed to not show their emotions, so they act like it's fine. That's why I feel like it hurts men more in the long run. But I feel like men are more manipulative than women, in my opinion. Because a man will say something and act like he didn't mean it one way, even tell you he didn't mean it that way when he know he meant it that way because he don't want to seem vulnerable.
Yeah, we have
That's what men do.
we have a tendency to sometimes do just that very thing. Let me open up the phone. The phone lines are open. Y'all give me a call. Tell me what you all think. Who is more dangerous when angry? Who is more dangerous, an angry man or an angry woman? Which one is outside of the physical? We're not going to deal with the physical part because we know, like, physically a man in some situations are much stronger, and physically he probably could do more physically. But we're not talking about on the physical scale. Taking the physical part out of the equation. Who is more dangerous, an angry man or an angry woman? Give us a call. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Who is more dangerous, an angry man or an angry woman? I have my daughter on the line with us right now. She's saying that she think one way, and we kind of opposite on this thing because she think it's a man. He could be more disruptive. I think it's a woman. I think because and one of the reasons why I think the way that she manipulates, the way that she moves is different. The way that she thinks is different. I mean, she'll tear you up, each up and spit you out, man, and walk away from you. A man will at least look back at you. And acknowledge the fact that he did what he did. He would at least look back at you. But a woman, she'll do it to you. And like I said earlier, a woman scorned is one of the worst things you'll ever experience. If you hurt that woman and think you're gonna go around that woman, that song, God Almighty, the name of that song, Thin Line Between Love and Hate. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just getting home. I knock at the door. A voice sweet and low says, go through that whole situation, and she take off his coat and cook him something to eat. And then by the time he wake up in the next morning, he woke up to a terrible situation because she was beating him. Now he in the hospital, bandaged from feet to head. Come on, man, that's a woman scorned. She didn't show her hand. You came in the door and you thinking everything okay, man. She's smiling. How you doing? She take your hat, take your coat, hang all that stuff up, cook you something to eat. You sitting at the table, you eat, oh man, it's okay. It ain't as bad as I thought it was until you go to sleep.
Hold on, player. What did he do to take her there?
Well, he stayed out a little late, but we're not talking about the reasoning behind it. Now we could go on, that's a whole different conversation if we're talking about the reason. But my thing is, she was angry. Good morning, T. Glad to have you this morning. I definitely appreciate you, T. And the phone lines are open. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Give us a call, T. We'd love to have your input on this conversation. But yeah, what happened was this, though, man. He come home. He nervous because it's late. It's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. He just getting home. He walk in the door. Knock at the door, a voice sweet and low. He knock on his own door at his own house. Now, what you gonna knock on your door for? He testing the water, find out whether she sleep. And a voice sweet and low says, "Who is it?" She opens up the door and let me in. Never asks, "Where have I been?" She never even asks. Now, this is a woman. She never even asks, "Where have you been?" Never asks. She take his hat and coat, hang all that stuff up. Are you hungry? Did you eat? Yeah. And she go in the kitchen and she cook him something to eat. Now, come on now. That's a woman scorned. How manipulative is that? She got this man thinking everything's okay. He's sitting there eating his food. He go to bed, and then he wake up in the hospital, bandaged from feet to head. Come on, man.
Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
How manipulative did he have to be? How manipulative did he have to be to keep this going for a long time? And he knocked on his own door. Why you knocking on the door of your own house?
No,
Why you doing that
No,
you know,
he knock
you
on the
know,
door.
thumbs up.
Look, he knock on the door because he's testing the water. He want to make sure. Yeah, hold on now, what is really going on here? We got see the women are calling in. I don't know where my bros at this morning. I need my bros because these women are calling in. They about to gang up on me.
Your broad.
My bros, my
Your
brothers,
broad.
my brothers. Where my bros at?
Oh.
It's my bros. See, there you go. Now you acting up. Now you acting up this morning. I think we got. I think we got Toya with it. Toya, that's my daughter. That's my daughter acting up. See how she treat me. See how she treat me. But Toya with a T. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, doing good, doing real good. I got a question, Toya. Now, I need now, Toya, come 100 with it. Come 100. This is Friday, and we pulled off all the stops on Friday. This is Black Conversations. Now, I'm actually outside of the physical. We're not talking about the physical side. We know how that works. But outside of the physical, who is more dangerous when angry? Who is more dangerous, an angry man or an angry woman? Which is more dangerous?
Any one of them.
Now you got now see now we ain't gonna ride the fence. You gotta pick one. Now you gotta pick one. Come on, there for the sake of this conversation, you gotta pick one and stand on it. Come on, let's do this.
Well, I'm gonna roll with women because women got more willpower than men. If you take a man and you take a woman, put them in the middle of a desert, and they on their last dying knee, they say that the woman's will that come from that kid bearing thing, that we'll probably push through more so than the man because that child bearing thing. That pain thing, if it does something to us. So I'm going to roll with the woman because I know I can be hell on the scale.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, my daughter says is the man. She said, my daughter said, the man to be more dangerous.
No.
No?
No. Probably your average man with your average woman, but I'm a superwoman. So probably your average man. That's why I'm a shocker man. Oh, you so small. Oh, you ain't gonna do nothing. When I get finished giving you that 16 piece with 8 biscuits and 2 sides, you're gonna find out something real quick about women.
I think, and I'm gonna tell you something. I in this situation right here, I agree with you because I think it's and I spoke earlier about a woman scorned. A woman scorned. That's one of the worst things you'll ever run across. You heard that woman, and I quoted the song "A Thin Line Between Love and Hate." You know, he come in the house, he come home, he knock on his own door. He knock on his own door, and you know why he did that? He testing the water. Is she asleep? It's 3:00 in the morning, and a voice sweet and low says, "Who is it?" She opens up the door and let me in my own house. And let me in. Never once did she ask, "Where have you been?" She says, "Are you hungry? Did you eat?" Now, Toya with the T, this woman is so is got this thing so played out in her mind. She asked, "Are you hungry? Did you eat?" 3:00 in the morning. She go in the kitchen at 3:00 in the morning and cook him something to eat. He sit at the table eating his food. You know, he eating his food. He the man. I got this, man. I ain't worried about nothing. I got this. Until he go to sleep. Wake up in the hospital bandaged from feet to head. She done put that on him. That's a woman. That's a woman. And it has nothing to do with the physical thing. That's how sometimes when you get that woman scorned, when a woman is hurt, that's how she moves. She could be the most innocent, like you said, soccer mom. She could be the most innocent little thing that you ever seen. Oh my God, she's so sweet. She's so nice. She would never do this. Never would have thought she'd do anything like this to me. Now here I am, bandaged from feet to head. That's what it said in that song. That's what a woman do. Mary, what do you say to that?
Yeah, that's a sneaky woman, Raheem. That's a sneaky woman. I'm gonna let you know you're gonna have dishes waiting for you at the door. Come up in here after 12:00, bro. You gonna already know to keep on moving. Nah, I can't go home, bro. It's 3:00. I can't go there because I know I'm going to the hospital. See, I don't sneak. I'm gonna let you know what to expect. I'm gonna let you know my rules, regulations, and standards from Jump Street. When I fill out my application, I figure out all of that because I ain't got no time. When I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Don't come in my house after 12:00 because you're gonna have dishes waiting for you. Don't that dish set you bought, they're gonna be chucked at your head. Don't knock on the door. Keep on rolling. I'm not going to say hello. I'm going to swing the door open and you better duck. Boop, 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 boop. You got practice right now. You ever been boxing? You better go ahead and hit that bob and weave and stick and move because I'm chucking them bitch that whole 16 piece with the glasses.
See that see, that's a woman scorned right there, Mary. That's a woman scorned. She ain't
That's
asked
very
what.
reasonable.
How is that reasonable?
Why you coming in the house at 12 o'clock? Where you at? Where you been at?
Maybe the man had a flat tire. Maybe something
If I come in the
happened.
house, if I come in the house at 12 o'clock, you gonna be okay with it? Not at all.
And if you got a flat, you can't call and say you got a flat. You can't call and say, baby, this is what it is. Of course you can, because we're adults.
Even if you
You're grown men.
exactly. Even if you out,
So
it's
what's the
just
problem?
courteous. You're in a committed relationship. If you're gonna be out late, no man will want his woman out late. So why would we want y'all out late?
I don't know who T is, but T, you need to call in because you're doing a lot of comment over there on the app over there. You're doing a lot of talking about exactly what you agree with me. You agree with the ladies. Who side you on, T? 508-92 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. T, give us a call. Oh, T said with the ladies. Come on now. I don't even know if I want you to call in because you just
It's common courtesy. Like if I feel like if you want your woman to be in by a certain time because whether you worry, whether you just want to know where she at, it don't matter. If you want her to be home by a certain time, I'd rather you not be out, even if it's 1 o'clock. I'd rather not be out past 1 o'clock. It gets dangerous out there. Okay, it gets dangerous for you too. Men get raped. Men die every day. So why would we want you out all hours of the night if you don't want us out all hours of the night? You got to make it even. And if you're gonna come in, so if I knock on the door at 3 o'clock in the morning and sneak in like, oh hey, you gonna cook me some breakfast? You'll be like, no. You better find breakfast where you was at.
Now he didn't ask for breakfast. She did that. She asked him the question, are you hungry? Did you eat? I wouldn't eat it.
You should have known better than to eat nobody.
Exactly. I'm not eating. If I walk in that late and you offer to cook me breakfast, no, I'm not hungry. I'm going back out. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I just came to grab my stuff. That was me ending this. That's all that was. I was, I'm gonna go.
See, but what y'all are describing to me right now is exactly what I said. A woman scorned. When a woman is scorned, that's how she reacts. I mean, there's nothing. Truth of the matter. Let me say that. Well, it could be. But let me say this to you though. If I were to come into the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, truth of the matter, whether I called or did not call, it doesn't matter. Y'all have y'all mind set up. There's nothing I could say. There's nothing I can say at that particular time at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's nothing I can say that's going to justify or make you try to just ration and listen to me. Yes, it is.
That's not true. I'm here to say that it's not true.
Say it again.
So Raheem, so when parents put kids on punishment, those are parents scorned when the kids come in after curfew? What's the purpose? What's the purpose of your kids coming after curfew? The kids could be 18. Mm-hmm. You still gonna want them to come in my house at a respectable time.
Mm-hmm. But see, that's the thing that women do though. That's something that y'all do.
So isn't that same thing kind of like in a relationship?
No.
Because you're expecting your parents to be in at a decent time. Your parents are expecting you to be in the house at a decent time because you're living in their household.
I don't agree with that.
In a relationship.
Listen. My thing is this right here, and I understand what you're saying, and what you're saying make perfectly sense. But my thing is this right here. The part I have an issue with, you can't treat me like I'm your child, though. There's two different levels here. You can't treat me like.
No, you should know better. You should know better.
She's not saying treat you like a child. She's saying you like if I came home, right? If I came home and I was like, if you notice every day I come home at 4 o'clock in the morning, you would have a conversation with me. Why are you out so late? Like, are you okay? Where are you going this late at night? Because you know nothing is open that late at night. So where are you going? You going to a friend's house? Even though I am of age, I live out by myself. I don't even live in the same state. I am fully an adult. But you would have that conversation with me because it's respect for your house and because I am your child, and you would it's just common courtesy. If you're gonna be out, I know nothing is out. I know what time the clubs close. I know what time all that closed. The strip ain't even open that late. Where you been at?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just you. It's not even like you don't have a curfew. You've never given me a curfew when I came home, but
Mm-hmm.
you know the general time that I will be home, and if I'm out late, I always let you know. It's just common courtesy. And then if you have a significant other, it's the same thing. Just like you care for your children, obviously you don't care for your children more than your significant other because that's your child. But you still care. You didn't choose to be with this person for nothing. You would
Mm-hmm.
want them to be safe. So it's just common courtesy. I know what time the club's closed for my child. Of course, I'm gonna know for my husband. Where you been at 3 o'clock in the morning? Why you at clubs? You too old for that. We past that stage. We're married now. What you doing? Why you even out that late? There's no reason for you to be out that late. What have you been doing? You should let me know, because if I was out that late, my husband is not giving me a curfew. But if I'm out that late, he will know where I am. There's no reason for me to be out at 3 o'clock in the morning unless something has happened, and he will know ahead of time that something has happened. It's not me getting home and then having to explain it. You gonna know when something happens when it happens.
See, and
She's not saying treat you like a child. She's just saying it's common courtesy. We know, everybody knows what time things close in a general area.
Mhm.
So why are you out that late?
But see, my thing, and that's true, and I'm gonna go back to T over here on the app, talking about exactly keyword husband, communicate. You need to call in. You doing a lot. I had to do a lot of reading for you, and I don't mind doing it. I definitely appreciate you being a part of the conversation. But give us a call, 508-924-3521, 508-924-3521, because you got a lot to say over there. And look, I'm waiting on my bros to call, because my bros putting they hanging me out to dry today, boy. I got to handle this thing on my own. But y'all know I ain't never been scared. I got this. I can handle this. But my thing is this right here. The reason why I say that you have a different set of rules. There's a different set of rules as the governing of this household, because you know the kids, yeah, y'all have y'all set of rules and you know certain things you have to do, but you can't hold me to that. I'm a grown man, like Charisma said. I'm a grown blank man, and so if I decide now, I understand the respect part. I understand that the communication part. All that's good. I don't have an issue with that at all. But my thing is, you're not gonna tell me I have to come in. The children got to come in at 12 o'clock, so you got to be in here at 12 o'clock. Hold on for a minute. Who you talking to? You talking to me? That's what I'm saying.
No, she's not saying. She's not saying.
Yeah,
I didn't think you were saying.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, sir. Yeah, I am.
I'm saying, because me and Elijah had that conversation when I came down here, because he will go out with his friends and then come in late.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type of person, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I don't care if I got to use the bathroom, or if I roll over and you're not there, where you at?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Why should I have to call you for me to know where you are? Because if something happens, I don't know. Like, it's just a matter of that. People go missing all the time. I don't know where you are. We have each other's location.
Mm-hmm.
If your location is off and you out late, it's a problem for me. I don't care if you got bad, like you go to a place of bad service, then you better not go there that late at night, because ain't no way you will want me to go somewhere with bad service at 12 o'clock in the morning, because you will be wondering what's going on, where you at, are you okay? There's no way for you to check on me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's not like keeping tabs on each other. It's just,
That's what it is.
I want to know you're okay.
That's what it is.
It's just like I want to know you're okay,
Mm-hmm.
because if something happens, like, I got locked out of my car before. I lost the keys in my car. I called Elijah and let him know. But had I just tried to figure it out on my own and he came home, I wasn't there, and I'm just on the phone with somebody, he would have gotten worried. Where
Mm-hmm.
are you? I'm good at answering the phone. Now you're not answering your phone. I can't see where you are. What's going on? It's just a matter of that. Like, or if I go home and I tell you, hey, Dad, I'm going to be out late. Just so you know, don't wait up, because I know you rode the house at night to make
Mm-hmm.
sure everybody's good.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell you, like, I'm going to be out late, and then I end up being out later than I told you, you will worry. You will call me. If my phone died, then you would get extremely worried. The same thing when you have a significant other like Mommy. If she comes in, you know Mommy don't go out late,
Mm-hmm.
but if one night she just feel like it, and she don't tell you, you come home after your broadcast, and you're like, where's she at? And she don't answer her phone, you would be like, oh, no. This is a
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, but men tend to think they have more freedom than women, because women are more vulnerable, but that is not the case, because men are very vulnerable to a lot of women out there too. When men get groped too and everything else, they just don't say anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
So why should I be comfortable with you going out hours of the night and you would feel some type of way if I don't go out because there's no reason for me to go out, and the times I do go out, I'll let somebody know. But he would have a problem if I went out all the time.
Okay. Okay. I could go to a little piece. I could go with a little piece of that. Toy, with the T, what's on your heart? Cause you talking about? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hold on now.
Yeah, because like I said, the application process, you should know where a person already stands. And if you grown, that means you know better. If you grown, you know it's not about control or keeping tabs on each other. It's about you're not by yourself. We are one. And the same way you live in a household with your parents, it's a respect factor. It's not a factor. You don't have sex with your parents, but y'all are in the same house. Y'all love each other. Y'all take care of each other. And because things happen, we let people know where you are. Even on a job, if you gotta go someplace, you still gotta inform your job that you have to go such and such a place, especially if you're on a clock, because people need to know what's going on with you, what that is. That's like a common courtesy. So in a relationship, it's the same way. But see, the problem is when we raise boys and girls, we raise boys with this premise that they can stay out later. Oh, the girls, oh, you're not a boy. You got to come in the house early. Boy, you can't do this because you're not a boy, this, that, and the third. And that's an issue. That's an issue. You should know better. It's common courtesy. It's common respect that when you become in a relationship, that you respect whoever you're with. Now, me personally, I'm going to do what I want to do. So I don't have no restrictions.
Hold on. Whoa. Stop right there for a second. How you gonna? Wait a minute. What you mean you gonna do what you want to do? No. See that? I was with you for a second until you said that. How you gonna do what you want to do? But you're gonna tell me I got to be in the house at a certain time if I come in after 12 o'clock.
But this is the thing, though. But this is the thing, Raheem. It just so happened that a majority of what I want to do is the right thing to do.
Not all the time. Everybody got an itch in them.
Disrespectful. No, I'm talking about me in a relationship. I'm talking about me. And it just so happens I'm going to do what I want to do. Just like I'm a good kid. I didn't give my parents troubles of sneaking out and do all that. I basically do what I want to do. Now, I might say what I want to say, but I was raised to do the right thing. So in a relationship, it's the same way. I'm not going to stay out to 3 o'clock without saying nothing. Or if I am, I'm going to tell you because I'm probably out with girls, out whatever, going out or whatever. Yeah, I still go to the club at 40. So I'm going to let you know that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to have the same thing for you. But this is my problem. In the beginning, before I even start sleeping with you, I'm going to know what your standards are with that. And if you're explaining to me, I stay out. I'm not coming in the house. You know what I'm saying? And that means I don't need to be in a relationship with you. Because if I know this and I'm going to get in a relationship and I know that I don't really stay out late, I have a problem with people staying out late that don't call, don't do nothing. So now I'm mad when you're staying out all night, but you told me that that's what you do. Now I'm trying to change you. So that's different. But if we have these conversations in the beginning, I have these conversations about family, about marriage, about, these are tests. And I know from talking to people basically what to expect. So therefore, when we get in a relationship, it ain't going to be no issue. But the first time you go outside of what you said you was, because guys will lie and say, oh, I'm a homebody. Oh, I'm a this, because their representative be talking. But as soon as year one comes, every weekend, you staying out 3 or 4 in the morning. But you said you was a homebody. See, that's why we ain't got no business having sex with people in under 90 days. We ain't got no business having sex with people in under 6 months if we plan on spending the rest of our lives together, because you're going to start to see things after the first 90 days, and you're going to be like, I don't like that. But by then, you're too emotionally or whatever caught up but involved with that person, and you're dealing with something you don't like. And that's going to affect you 20 years from now to a divorce, because you're entering a relationship that you're trying to change someone, and that's just not them. So, we got to be real careful, understanding women are raised different from men. Men are raised different from women. But we need to sit down and have these conversations on what our standards is when it comes to relationships. What goes, what don't go, how you going to act, and how you're not going to act.
See, there's a lot of different layers here. There's a lot of different layers tied into this thing that we're talking about right now. But I see you smiling. Yeah, because there's a huge double standard. There's a difference between there's a difference between what's the word I'm looking for? Actually having that conversation and communicating and somebody being a dictator. There's a difference between that. And I'm hearing I'm hearing somewhat of a dictatorship here. You're gonna run, you're gonna do what I want you to do. If you're gonna be with me, you're gonna do it the way I want to do it. You're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that, you're not gonna do that. Hold on for a minute. Where all these rules come from? What's all these rules? I'm a grown man. You telling me if I want, if once in a while I want to stay out, hang out with the bros, and it goes a little bit past 12 o'clock. I come home, I gotta dodge dishes because you throwing dishes and plates and spoons and everything at me. Hold on. How did we get here? How
Yes.
do how
Are
do
we
we?
talking 12:15 or 3:15? Did you say that you was gonna be in at 12 and you
No.
got in at 12:15 or 3:15? That's the difference.
No. What you said though is if I come in after 12 o'clock, then there's gonna be some dishes thrown. There's gonna be some dishes thrown, and my thing is, why in the world do I have to deal with something like that? I wanted to stay out a little long. Maybe I should have called. Maybe I should have said what it is. I should have communicated with you. I grant you that. But when I walk into my door, I don't want to have to dodge dishes because you angry. I don't want to have to do
Yeah,
that.
well, when you go to work, you can get fired, can't you? When you go to work late and don't call and don't tell them, and you're supposed to be there, and you 15 minutes late or an hour late, about the third time, don't you get fired? So
Mhm.
why is it different in a relationship?
Now you just lost T because T said, who throwing dishes? Oh no. She said, I need my dishes. But listen, we got quite a few people.
Oh, that's just me.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's just me. I keep extra dishes. I go to the Salvation Army and get backup dishes.
just because. Exactly. We got quite a few people that's called in, and I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all ladies, y'all in trouble now. Y'all been ganging up on me and all kind of stuff. I got my bros here. My bros that came through the door. Donna Tucson. I'm going down the line in the way y'all call, so everybody hold on. Donna, we're talking about today who is more dangerous, an angry man, taking the physical side out of it because we know physically, we eliminate that part of it. But who is more dangerous, an angry man or an angry woman? Which is more dangerous, Tucson?
Shoot. No, angry woman.
Mm-hmm.
We can get mad as we want to. You know what I do when I get mad? Take me a ride. So that'll tick off even more.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm coming home, and I'm not gonna stay out too late. Because like at the beginning, Toya made a mention. From the door, I'm gonna let you know. I don't hang out. I have very few friends, and I'm gonna try my best not to stay out till the next day. That's crazy. You're looking for problem. What you doing out at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning? You sure that ain't Burger King because they close.
Now, Donna, sounding to me like you're on the women's side, Donna. Sounding to me like you're on the women's side. I'm getting a little nervous here,
I
brother.
ain't on the women's side. No, don't get nervous. Don't get nervous.
I'm getting a little nervous. I'm getting nervous over here.
From the door, you have to have these type of communications because if I'm sorry, Toya, you thought Toya said she got extra pots and pans.
Mm-hmm.
I will never knock at your door, dear. No. I'm sorry. Love you.
No, see, and
hit. If I slip, she gonna bust me in the back of the head.
Exactly. Here I am laid in this hospital, bandaged from feet to head, in a state of shock.
I bust the windows.
Just that much.
The windows out your car.
Exactly. Just that much. Just that close to being dead.
The car didn't do it. You did.
See what I'm talking about? But you see what? If you don't move, you really do not want to start a relationship, and it starts off fine, and you make this woman upset. You have problems.
Life happens though. Life happens though. Sometimes people get upset. Life happens.
Wait a minute. I know some men right now. See, because what they do is they plan their moves. We just do it. I just walk out the door, and men say they're gonna get braid and never come back.
They're still cooking
Women
it.
don't
Still
leave
cooking
like
it.
that.
Still cooking the bread. Ain't done yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But the women, they will find out what's in the bank account. They will go and put the lights on and the water on somewhere else.
Mm.
They'll plan it for 6 months because they upset. You want some coffee? Sure. You want some grits and eggs? Oh, yeah. You
Mhm.
think everything's fine, but they storming mad. And before you know it, you come home and the neighbors say, I didn't know y'all was moving. Moving?
Who moving?
Who moving? And then you open the door to the house and you got a can of beans and a bucket.
Mm.
That's how that works.
Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. Curtis, I'm going to order everybody call in, and the phone lines are open. Y'all can call in as well, be a part of the conversation. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Curtis, what do you say to that, man? Who is more dangerous outside of the physical? You know, we taking the physical part out of it, but who's more dangerous, an angry woman or an angry man?
Oh, angry woman.
Mm-hmm.
All day, 4 times on Sunday.
Mm. Mm.
4 times on Sunday.
4 times on Sunday. You heard the brother said that, didn't you? No. Why do you say it's an angry woman? Because you know we could be something too now, Curtis. We could be something, bro.
Because right here, I don't know if most women know that they do this or that they have the power to do this. I'm not going to say that they do because I'm not going to try and speak for women. But women can play a psychological game that is extremely treacherous.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the physical game, a woman will play the game like as men. If we gonna play the game, we play the short game. You know, a woman will play the long game on you in a minute and play it to the T.
Mm.
Man, listen, man.
So basically, what I'm hearing you say, Curtis, let me step in for a second. Basically, what I'm hearing you say is women are more manipulative.
Yeah, they more cunning, they more manipulative. I mean, it's the reason why the lion sat back and the lioness go hunt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you look at the animal kingdom. In most cases, in the animal kingdom, the women are the hunters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, human beings ain't that far from being animals. We are mammals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh man, listen. A woman to play the long game, bro. To where she done altered.
Curtis,
She done altered your existence.
Let me ask the obvious question. Let me ask the obvious question, Curtis. Is a part or a piece or a part of what you're saying is that they're a little smarter than we are?
They're a little more smarter than we are.
Yeah. Now
they're a lot more smart.
Don't make me turn your broadcast in now. Don't make me turn your broadcast in. Hold on now.
They're a lot more smarter than we are, but here's the difference in the smartness. Women are not smart spontaneously. That's not their That's not their genetic makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Women are analytical creatures. Always have been. Always will be. That's their genetic makeup. So if you thinking analytically, a lot of times your moves are calculated. They planned out. Now, what they do when the move that they made don't work is when you run into problems.
Mm-hmm.
Because
so they angry because they angry at us because they angry with us because they mess didn't work.
Well, say that again, right here.
They angry with us because their mess didn't work.
Oh yeah. I mean, you find that a lot, man. A lot. Like I done been in sessions with with family like that, man. And the woman was when it really got down to the get down, she was mad at the dude because what she plotted, it didn't come to fruition.
Mm.
So, you know, her plan, you know what I mean? Like it just completely flopped.
Uh-huh.
And man, don't get me started on women.
And that's supposed to be my and that's supposed to be my fault because your plan didn't work out the way you wanted to work out. Now you're angry with me. Bishop, what do you say to that, man? That that sounds like a lot of mess there. Bishop, good morning. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, that's you asked the question. Great topic of conversation as usual, but some days some feathers can get ruffled with this type of conversation because one writer said it's better to be in the corner of a housetop.
Come on.
Open with a brawling woman.
And even back then,
women can be very aggressive, and sometimes they're very reactionary. They get angry over some of the least little things, and you be like, "Well, what did I do? You know what you did." Well, no, if I knew, then I wouldn't ask you. And then it begins to escalate, and I'm like Donald. I ain't gonna be in no relationship with nobody throwing nothing at me because I ain't throwing nothing. I ain't throwing nothing. Don't throw nothing at me. And I pay for them goddamn dishes. I pay for them dishes, man. You ain't gonna be breaking my dishes.
Now I got to go out here and buy some more doggone dishes. Look at this mess here. Got to go out here and buy some more dishes. Cause you done throw all the doggone dishes at me. Lord, that was my favorite plate right there too. Why you throw that one? Well, listen, is Mary, what's on your heart, Mary? Talk to me. Yeah, I got my baby girl here with me this morning. Mary?
I'm just listening. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
It is just a mess.
Listen, Leonard said, all y'all sound emotionally unstable. Leonard said, all of us sound emotionally unstable. I'm trying to figure out.
Tell Leonard, call in and say it to our ears. How about that?
Leonard, my baby girl calling you out, Leonard. My baby girl calling you out, Leonard. But listen, but my thing is this right here, man. There's a lot of different layers. And at one point, now listen at this. Tucson, did you hear when Toya said if you come in after 12 o'clock, that's when the dishes gonna start throwing? Now, how are you gonna tell me I got a curfew? I gotta come in when you want me to come in. I'm a grown man. How you gonna tell me when to come in the house? How you gonna tell me?
Really?
Come on, exactly. Come on, talk to me. I see you over there, T.
Wait a minute now. You think I'm just saying.
Oh Lord, I went to the wrong person. Lord, how much I done called him wrong, bro. Lord Jesus. No, I should have went to Curtis.
Right? You set yourself up. You set yourself up. How you gonna be in there? See, because you created that monster. Because you didn't call, you didn't say nothing. You a grown man in a relationship, and you didn't say nothing.
Well, I gotta report. Why I gotta report to you what I do?
Let me tell you how this gonna work out. You ain't gonna have a good night. And then you want to sneak in the bed or in the room or in the house, even in the house, like nobody can hear you. When they don't sleep that hard. No sir, they ain't gonna sleep that hard. Not that night. They've been waiting on you. So you come in, and all of a sudden you want to rub, and you hear, and then look, check this out. This is what you hear.
Tucson, you sound like you don't heard that before, brother. You said it was some professionalism, brother. You said it was some professionalism. I'm just saying now. I'm the question asker. I'm just asking a question. Go ahead, brother.
How you know that's familiar? Try it if you want to. You gonna see.
Lord.
Like your daughter say, some mess.
Exactly. He told you what he talked to, huh?
It better not be Toya, because you sure enough gonna get.
It's gonna be
what them iron skillets like Granny used to have.
Man, look at here. What's that? The wood spoon, the big wooden spoons swinging at you, man. You got to duck spoons and all kind. Man, nah, that ain't no way to come home, man. I want to come home to some peace. Woman, hush that noise up. I want some peace in here now.
After 12:30, you want peace?
Look at here, boy.
You couldn't have one of no peace. You couldn't have one no peace when you know my expectation. You know what I asked you to do. And if I ask you to do it, you can't comply. You need to tell me and go on about your business. If you can't comply, then you need to comply because you are breaking the standard and what I asked of you. And if you break the standard, that means you said, forget me, forget my wishes, and forget what I said. So you don't want no peace. Your kids can't possibly not expect to get on punishment. And I'm just using this for an example because there's a standard in the household. So how can you expect, just like a job, that when you're late or you're running late or you're going to be late to not communicate with your other half and think you want to get peace? You can't possibly get peace. If you tell me I ain't got no money and I go in your pocket anyway and get the money and say, well, you my husband, are you going to feel some kind of way? You should. You should. What else? Like, oh, I'm ground. You my husband. What's yours is mine. No. Common decency and respect. I told you I ain't got no money. And if you see the last $100, I might need that for something. So why would you go in there without me telling you I don't have it? You're going to take it upon yourself that time to go and get it when I just told you no. It's a respect factor. And if you're in a relationship with someone and you don't know the standard, you are messing up.
So basically what I'm hearing here, Toya, is Hey, Toya, hold on. Basically, what I'm hearing, you say, let's deal with this $100 thing. You say you didn't have no $100, and I look in your pocketbook. You say you ain't have no money, and I look in your pocketbook, and there's $100 in there. Now you don't lie to me now. Now, hold on. Now, how you gonna tell me you ain't got no money? I look in your pocketbook, and there's $100 bill right there. Now, it
could be bill money.
Then tell me that
it could be spent. It could be my gas money.
No, don't tell me you ain't got no money. I look in your pocketbook. I see $100 in your pocketbook. Hold on now. You don't lie to me. You told me you ain't got. Hold on. What's this $100 there? Is this Monopoly money? Is this Monopoly money right here?
That's my gas for the week. That's my gas. I use $20 a day for gas because we should be on a budget. You get X amount for food. You get X amount for gas. So if I tell you I ain't got no money, I ain't got no money. I'm using it for something.
Well, if
you got money in a relationship and I give it to you, but now I say I don't got it, it must be for something.
Now hold on. Now watch this. Now, Bishop, is that deceptive? Bishop, you there?
Yeah, that's deceptive. The question was, do you have money?
Yes.
You can very well articulate what that money is for. I ain't got nothing but $100. Like I'm using that for this, using for that. And that's how you do it. Say you ain't got no money would be, a false statement. And if we're going to build our relationship, we should build our relationship around trust, ability to communicate, and leave everything else alone. Now, Toya is onto something as it relates to her relationship. I can't come in and judge how Toya is going to run the relationship or, what she expects for her man. But if you're going to put certain expectations out there, then you yourself have to also adhere to those same things. So if you come in because you out with your home girl and you ain't pick up the phone to call homeboy or baby and say, hey, I'm going to be a little bit late. If you come stepping in at 12:30, then he needs to start throwing dishes too.
What's all these dish breaking? What y'all got, some kind of ritual or something?
I'm going to go ahead and step in here.
Uh-oh.
Because
that little baby girl.
I partially agree with her. Like if you ask me, do you have money? If I have $20 in my pocket sitting in there right now, but I know I need that for gas, no, I don't. Because I'm thinking you asking me, you don't ask somebody, do they have money for no reason. I'm not gonna ask you, oh Dad, do you have some money? Just to ask you, do you have money? Obviously I'm about to ask you, can I get some of it?
Yes.
So no, I don't have any. I don't have any for you. I need it.
But
now, if I have extra money, I'll tell you how much extra money I have. But not
that wasn't my question.
Has Elijah asked me, do I have money? And I told him the full amount because most of that is for bills. And after I factor bills and everything else, do I have money? Yes. The remaining balance is this. You don't need to know what I'm using for bills because I'm using it for bills. You're not going to see it.
But see, my thing is,
why would I tell you the full amount?
My issue is this right here. Though. I didn't ask you, do you have any extra money? I say, do you have any money? And I'm with Bishko. That's why I was going with it as well. I didn't ask you, do you have any extra money? I say, do you have any money? Now, if you say I do have some money, I got $100, but it's for this, it's for that, it's for this, it's for that. Okay, I could go with that. But for you to say, no, I don't have any money, and for whatever reason I end up in your pocketbook, and I don't like going, I don't like, even my wife will tell you, I don't like going to her pocketbook because that's her pocketbook. I don't do that unless you tell me to. But my thing, if I ended up in your pocketbook and I see all $100 in your pocketbook, hold on now, you told me you didn't have no money. You lied to me. Here's $100 right here.
That money.
That money ain't spent. That money in your pocketbook. That money in your pocketbook.
I didn't hear anything you just said because someone was driving and I couldn't hear you.
Okay. I say you can't tell me that you don't have any money, and Mir, I don't go in your mom's pocketbook. I just don't do that, unless you tell me to. Otherwise, I'm not going in her pocketbook because that's her pocketbook. But if I end up in her pocketbook for whatever reason and she told me I don't have any money and I see $100 in there, hold on. This ain't monopoly money. This is real money. What do you mean you don't have any money?
Let me ask you this. If you call me and you're like, if something happens, let's just say you need gas and you don't have any money on you, you didn't know you needed gas. You ain't walk out the house with no cash.
Mm-hmm.
You call me and you say, hey, do you have any money? And I said, oh yeah, I got some money. And you're like, okay, well, can I hold $20 over because I just need to get some gas. I just need to get home. And I'm like, oh no, you can't hold it. Why can't I hold it? Oh, it's for bills. Well, why did you tell me you had it? If I ask you, do you have something? I'm not asking you so that you can keep it. I'm asking you because I possibly need it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to ask you, do you have a pencil just to see if you're ready for school? Like, what's the point of me doing that? No.
Mm-hmm.
If I ask you, hey, you got a spare, like if I'm at work and I say, hey, do you have a pen? It's because I need a pen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because I just want to know, do you have one in your pocket?
I can agree with that.
So if I'm asking you, if you have money, I'm thinking if you ask me, do you have money? And I have money in my pocket right now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not anything I can spare. I'm going to tell you no.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just because I can't spare it. So why would I even give you that information if you can't do anything with it?
My thing is this right here. I would say, yes, I have some money, but I have some money, but it's for this right here. It's for I'm on my way to pay this bill. But I say, yes, I do have money, but I have money, but it's for this reason. It's for this. This is what I need to do with that money.
Maybe that's how we're different because the job that I have, I'm told very often only answer the question you're given.
Mm-hmm.
So if my short answer, you give the shortest answer possible. Do you have money? No, because there's nothing I can give you. I already thought it through. There's nothing I can spare, so no. Because we don't with my job, if we don't have to talk, we don't need to talk. So if I ask you a question, only answer that question. I'm not asking you for no reason. So give me the answer that, because something else gonna come after that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody asks you for money just to know if you got some in your pocket. Why are we talking if you gonna waste my time?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And like you said, that's where we're different. Let me see. Tag me before. Okay. Go ahead, Bishop. What's on your heart?
I think they sort of miss the importance of the conversation, truthfulness.
Mm-hmm.
You just asked a specific question: do you have any money? Well, in asking the question, and you say no, the question can also be to the point where here's $100 I'm gonna give you. So you turn around and you stay closed mouth, and say no, and knowing you got money, and that you took his money. Because I use me as a perfect example. Most times I'll ask Mark, you got money? And she said, yeah, I got a few dollars. That's okay. Well, give us some more. Or vice versa, she does that to me, and I'm like, no, I don't have it. Or if I do have it, when I say no, I don't have it, that means my wallet is empty.
Mm-hmm.
And if she say the same thing, that means her wallet is empty. But to say no, I don't have any, and if you say no, I don't have any to give to you, that's different. Mm-hmm. Or I got this money, and I got to pay for this, and I got to get this. Don't ever be afraid to tell your companion or your partner what you have money for and that you can't spare it.
Mm-hmm.
But to say flat out, no, I don't have any, it's like what you said, my brother, it's a lie. And if your relationship is built or you allow it to stand on a foundation that is not solid, because I don't want to give him what I got, then okay, well, maybe you don't need to be in a relationship, period.
Mm-hmm.
But I love y'all, man. I got to run this building. I appreciate the conversation. 41 years with my wife, 36 of them married, and that's how we operate.
There you go. There you go.
Straight up, keep it real, and that's it. Y'all take care.
Hey, you do the same. Appreciate you, brother.
I think if you're asking, if you're just asking in the context of, do you have it to receive it, then sure. But if you're asking, nobody does that. Like normal people, not that normal. I'm like generally, people don't do that. People don't ask you to give you more. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
so
it does. It does.
I get what he's saying, but I don't agree because that doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. And like and that's what it is. But my thing, let me go to Curtis. Curtis, what's on your heart? But what do you say to this right here, man? What's on your heart right now?
Baby girl, what's up, Nisi? What's going on? If you run across Commander Dennis, please congratulate him. They named the street after him last weekend here in Baltimore. Anyway, it goes to show you, Raheem, exactly what I was talking about. Women are analytical. Did you not catch the analytics he just went through?
Yes.
But I got to deal with this plate issue. All right, because I learned this from the late great Pastor Minnie L. Stanley. Baby, any woman start to lay their hands on you, just remember 2012 East Landvale Street. It'll be here while I'm here, and it'll be here when I'm gone. And what she was telling me was, any woman start to lay their hands on you, you're a man. And when she lay her hands on you, if you lay your hands on her, you might hurt her. Or when them people come, they gonna jack you up first.
Yep.
So always know that you got a house to come to, so you ain't gotta put your hands on no woman. That whole plate thing, I'm just gonna keep it all the way a buck. In my mind, what comes next? Is it the knife?
Or the bullet?
Might even be the bullet. You understand what I'm saying? What comes next? Might be me walking in the house and my homeboy, my best friend, up in there. Because not only are women analytical, women can be very, very vindictive. And I'm not saying all women. I'm just saying that the history shows that women can be vindictive. Shakespeare was right. There's no hurt like a woman scorned. Like a woman scorned. Like that. Yeah. I know it's like a woman scorned. Exactly. There's no pain like a woman scorned. He was absolutely right. That whole money thing. If this is just my opinion, if a man did the same thing, he'd have to walk through hell with gasoline draws on to make sense of what he just did.
And see, and the thing about it, Curtis,
reality is,
and the thing about it, Curtis, is this right here. And the thing about it is this right here. He walked through a hell with gasoline draws on, and she won't even spit on him to put out the fire.
Exactly. And the sad reality is this: if that shoe was on the other foot, he would have to walk through hell with gasoline draws on, all at the same time still providing.
Because
that's an expectation.
Exactly.
But it's okay. It's okay. Most men. Notice I said men. I didn't say boys. Most men, if they asking you if you have some money, they either one are broke, or two, they get ready to give you some money. That's just what it is. A man don't just ask anybody, hey, you got a couple dollars? Hey boy, you good?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Sweetheart, you all right? Your pocketbook straight? Most men do not ask you that unless they are completely broke and they have nowhere else to turn, or they can ready to give you some money. They ask you that to make sure. Oh, hold on now, you my baby. You look like you're a little rough today. What's going on? Pockets ain't good. But because of the analytics, sometimes I believe that women can miss that. And like, oh, okay, and then make things finite. If we're gonna make things finite, then my thought is, if you're gonna make things finite across the board. Like, don't just let it be finite just for your purposes and your purposes only. Women not always right. Men not always right. I say it all the time. I tell my wife this all the time. I'm not always right. Most of the time, I'm wrong. But when I am right, that doggone it act like so. You know, it helps me. It builds my character. It makes me not question my thoughts and my thoughts and my feelings about a given situation and or circumstance.
Good
you
deal.
know, I'm not gonna take up no more time. My lady goes to New Jersey to visit her mom all the time, right? And she caught on because a lot of times when she go to Jersey, I know she got a pocket full of money. I know that. My grandmama told me, ain't no real woman on the earth gonna be broke. That's just a guarantee. Ain't no woman supposed to be broke. So I know she got a pocket full of money. And she called on early because she would be going to Jersey, and I say, hey man, you good? Oh yeah, I'm good. So then she started catching on. I would come back and I'd say, look, take this so you ain't got to pay the tolls.
Yeah.
That way, once you get up there, you know what I'm saying, what money you're spending money so that you can have fun. You can enjoy yourself. You at home, this, that, and the third. So she started catching on, and she caught on. So now if I say, hey, you good? No, Poppy, I could use a couple dollars. All right, boom. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know, man. I gotta go with Bishop on that one, man. I gotta go with you on Bishop. Either way it goes, you know, that saying just no like that, it's deceptive in practice because I can't just say no like that. I can't just be finite and say, oh, baby, you got some money? No.
Get. Hold on, Kurt. Let me pull some more people into this conversation. I want to go to Tucson. Tucson, what's on your heart? Toy, you want to tee you up next?
I'm still with the same. Your daughter said, a mess.
See, Tucson, I don't know whose side you on this morning. I don't know whose side you on this morning, Tucson.
Side I'm on too because
you're wavering on me, brother. You're wavering on me now.
Or consequences. You want the truth or consequences?
Give me the truth.
The truth may have consequences.
Exactly. Come on.
Because what I mean is that most of us, I'm talking about men, somewhere in your wallet, somewhere, you may have forgotten you got it in there, but there's $100. At least.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
So what's gonna happen when she look? You say no, and she look through your wallet and find that $100 or more dollars in your pocket. What's gonna happen then?
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. See, that's where we cross the line at.
Or she can't go in your wallet.
Looking. Be careful what you look for. You just might find it. Because now, if I do have it, it's some kind of way for a rainy day, and it's gonna rain.
Cool.
Never forget that it's gonna rain one day, and you're gonna need something somewhere for that rain to fall. And if you say, do you have some money for some, okay, you just going shopping with the girls or hanging out with the girls. That's not what that's for. No. That's not secret money.
I would like to see how that conversation gonna go though, because you telling her, she said she want to go out shopping with her girlfriends, and you got that extra money in your wallet, and you said, well, that's not what that's for. I like to see how that conversation gonna go.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as extra money. You got extra money?
Well, I'm just saying that you just said that, that's
Okay.
for a rainy day. So my thing is, how you gonna tell her I'm saving that money for a rainy? She talking about going shopping right now, man. She don't want to hear nothing about no
Well,
rainy
go
day.
shopping.
I think y'all are
Go shopping
missing
then.
what he's trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you can't, I feel like y'all are thinking of, maybe it's because the age difference. I don't know, but for me, if
You
I
calling
have
us?
to
You
have
calling
money
you
and
call
he says
you
no,
calling
I'm
us
not going to his
old?
wallet.
Are you calling us old?
I'm not going to his. No. I'm saying
I'm just picking. Go ahead.
I mean, obviously a different generation. But if I ask him, does he have money, and he says no, if I ask him, does he have money, and he says no, I'm not looking in your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't trust you to believe your no is no, then we shouldn't be together. So if you do have money in your pocket and you tell me no, and then if you tell me no and then I find out that you're going out tonight, okay. You didn't even ask me you maybe should have asked, what do I need it for? Maybe it wasn't more important than you going out tonight. But you also got to realize, what I realized with him is, because that's happened before. He said no, and then he went out. And I was like, okay, well, how you going out if you didn't have no money? But he needed to go out. He was stressed, and he was like, I needed this. So I said no, because I needed that money. I needed to go out. Okay, what's your money? I can't get mad with how you use your money.
Mm-hmm.
You made that money. It's not mine just because we're together. It's not. My money is not. We got different bank accounts for a reason, boo. You will not swipe my card, and I will not swipe yours. So if at the end of the day, if you say no, it's no. You have a plan for your money just like I got a plan for mine. And maybe I have, just because realistically, if you want to go there, every adult should have a savings account. So it should never be no. If you really want to dig deep, but your savings account is yours. So you shouldn't have to sacrifice that for a shopping spree. That's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I think y'all are thinking about it too, like black and white. It's my money. If I want to say no, it's no.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. Let me go to the phone now. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, it's Rico, man. I call from Madison, Alabama. Grand Rising, everybody.
Hey, good morning. How you doing this morning?
Man, I can't complain, man. How everybody doing?
Hey, doing good. Rico, we're asking the question. Have you been listening to this morning?
Nah, I just got on, man.
Okay, we're asking the question now: who is more dangerous? And taking the physical side out of, we're not dealing with the physical side, so we know obviously it will be in a lot of situations will be a man. But who is more dangerous, an angry man or an angry woman? Who is more dangerous, Rico?
I mean, that depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you say you want to take the physical part out of it. Well, I mean, you really just can't put a label on who. I mean, everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody handles things differently. You know what I'm saying? They feel some people might get worked up about certain things, and another one might let this roll off the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to say who's the most dangerous. That I don't even think that would be right to even try to put one or the other in front of in first or second, because that would be stereotyping,
mm-hmm.
lumping everybody together. And all women don't respond the same. All men don't respond the same. You got men that dog women out and cheat on women. Then you got men that's very faithful, and they dealing with the women that's dogging them out. Sometimes it's the other way around, and some people just deal with it. They just put up with it. They might stay for the children, or they might leave because they feel like the children don't deserve to watch them be disrespected like that. So, it's really just hard to say who's the most dangerous. I would probably have to get into a little bit more detail, or get a little bit more specific about the type of situations where you can say, okay, a man would be more dangerous in this situation or whatever. Like, say, for instance, with an outside child. It's hard to say if that woman would be more ill toward that outside, maybe that illegitimate child, or the parent, or the husband. And then it's hard to say if a man would be accepting of an illegitimate child. So it's really just hard to say, man. I can't just put my finger on one group of people that could be more dangerous.
That's good. You put something real interesting out there. I'm gonna go back to it right now. I want to go to Toya with a T. Toya, what's on your heart? Now I'm gonna go back to what you just said, Rico. Okay, that was good. Toya, what's on your heart?
Well, we gotta keep in mind that we're taught as women to have a stash. Y'all do know that, right?
Oh Lord.
Because y'all are the providers
Oh
I'm
Lord.
being for real. And if you didn't teach your daughter this, you're sleeping on your pimping. Our men are the providers. And they always teach us as women to have a stash, have a backup, something. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing because people act funny. Don't tell a man that you falling out with your family because then they'll get you over to their house and act up. And Rico is right. You don't know people, but you must know your spouse. For instance, if you got somebody that's neat, whether you're a man or a woman, if you're a man and you know this woman, she a trophy wife, she just want money, 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 and she's not coming to give you, it's gonna be a certain point where she's like, babe, you got some money? Like your daughter say, you already know what's coming. So you're gonna be like, nah, I ain't got no money. For the sake of you know what's getting ready to go down and you have to stay safe. As a man, you cannot be weak. And oh yeah, this is my wife and just that, but you know she burning your pockets up. And vice versa for a woman. Bishop was right. A man, not Bishop, I think that was Kurt. A man normally is asking you because he needed, because he ain't got nothing or to give you some. But if you coming to give me something, I'll say, hey, baby, whether I got the money or not, you're going to give it to me. You know what I'm saying? But some men, because I make more money than you, you're going to feel like you ain't got to give me no money. Why not? You know I hold you down. So now you don't want to be a provider because I make more money than you, so you don't even try to offer to do anything. But the next cat that want to come and buy and offer because, oh, yeah, you make money. Oh, yeah, can I do this? Can I do that? You wonder why we be intrigued. See, because just because I make more money, I'm still a woman. You still got to provide where you can and vice versa. So, you know, as a woman dealing with different men, if I know I got only $100 and it's for something, I'm going to tell you I don't have no money. And if you come give me 100, I'm going to be like, well, baby, actually, I got my little 100 for gas money, so I really don't need it. But if I need it, I'm like, baby, thank you, because all I had was my money for gas money. Like, we got to figure out what we're doing, because most men are going to make sure we got budget, and we operate out of budget. And when the woman get out of her budget, most men are like, nah, you already spent your money. I already do this, that, and the third. And there's nothing wrong with that. I shouldn't want from you just because you're my husband and you're a provider. It should be needy. And if we sat down together, went through our bills, and we both divvied out what we don't take, and you come back asking for money, bro, I ain't got it. We sat down and did our bills together. So, you know, it depends on, like Rico said, that the individual you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a needy person, you know they getting ready to ask. If you're dealing with somebody who mismanages their money, you already know what it's going to be. And I don't think you should be liable just because you're in a relationship to be catching the slack for somebody who is being irresponsible. It must be a need acquired or want.
That's good. That's good. Let me go to Kurt. What's on your heart, brother?
No, I mean, she dead on point. Like, you know, at the end of the day, like, let me just, okay, I'm gonna speak from being a man, right? I'm gonna tell you what bothers me more than anything is in terms of who I am. I got this from my mama. I go broke so that you can have. And some people say, man, you stupid as, you know what I mean? Man, you better. I don't have a problem. I've never had a problem being broke. I was born broke, right? So I've been blessed, and God has given me so much in terms of tangible cash, in terms of a good lifestyle, in terms of being able to have nice things, whatever. I've been blessed. So I was raised, my mama died broke. She didn't have a pot to piss in the window to throw it out. You see what I'm saying? But when I reevaluated her life, my mama was always giving to people. That's just, it's inherently in me. But what I have a problem with is, and this is for real, this no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The one thing that turns me off completely, don't be checking my pockets. Don't be keeping the temperature on my money. Because at the end of the day, I'm so nice that my money is your money. Right?
Okay.
But all at the same time, I believe that there has to be some level of understanding that says, hold on, I know I got a man that's gonna give me whatever I want, when I want it, how I want it. And if he can't give it to me right then and there, he gonna work his hind parts off to get it. Right? But at least pay me the common decency, respect, and courtesy as to, okay, I know if we need, Kurt is going to provide if it ain't already been provided. But don't be peeping my pockets. Don't peep my temperature on my pockets. I can't. That bothers me because now it bothers me specifically because it makes, don't no man want to be treated like no child.
Exactly.
And that's just the God's honest truth. Don't no man want to be treated like a child. You remember how we was little? You remember how we would have some change in our pocket? Yeah, Mama would make us pull the change out and count the change. I'll count it. What is that? That's a quarter. That's a nickel. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not a child.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So I get what she's saying, and she did right. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, man, I'm just saying, man, at the end of the day, ain't no woman supposed to be broke. You know, so while you peep in my pockets, or don't peep my pockets, here's the final. Don't peep my pockets, but then do everything to go against me peeping yours.
Exactly.
Now, a lot of people do that now, Raheem.
Absolutely.
You ain't talk about that.
Yeah.
A lot of people will peep your pocket, but the minute you say something about their pocket,
there's a whole different conversation. Hold right there for a second, Curtis. Let me hold on 1 second. Let me go to Tucson, because yeah, you about to turn another corner on me right there. You about to turn another corner.
You see what you're doing. You making it seem like we're turning against you.
No.
Let me tell you what a man to do. Let me tell you what a man to do.
Oh Lord. I don't know whose side you're on, Tucson. Go ahead.
Wait, Raheem. We will do everything for the family, but go to the extreme that will cause it to fail. And wastefulness will cause the family to fail. So everything that I have belongs to us.
Okay.
And at the same time, I know it's going to get rough at some time. So you can have everything I got, but don't waste it. Don't misuse it. Don't take advantage of it, because that hurts the family.
Yeah, exactly. Now let me ask. I'm going back
to. So when I say, go ahead.
I want to go back to something Rico said about the infidelity and who does it weigh more on if she becomes pregnant. Oh
shoot, man, come on.
Tucson, now if you're with someone and a younger Tucson, you're with someone and she steps out on you and become pregnant, you know it's not yours. How would you deal with having to go through that whole process of watching her body go through the transformation of those 9 months? Would you stay?
I ain't gonna watch somebody go through. I ain't gonna watch somebody go through no transformation. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go out like that.
I have a question based off that.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna come back. I'll come to you right after Tucson. Hold on 1 second, baby. Go ahead, Tucson.
I'm just saying, and I know you. I'm gonna get it. But see, even if let me just say me. Even if I get to the point that, okay, I'm going in another direction. I'm heading in that direction because that's the reason. That's what I'm doing. I done made another choice, not because I want to cheat. No, something has happened that I'm done. So if you make a decision that you and somebody else want to tie up together, then I'm not going to get mad at y'all. He's welcome to come get your stuff.
Wow.
And I will help y'all load it up.
Mary, you wanted to say something?
I did because a lot of people do not agree with me, and that is okay. But I would like to get inseminated in my relationship. How would, because you said stepping out, but how would you feel if your wife came to you and she was like, "Hey, I want to get inseminated"? If everybody know what that means, but some people don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know what it means, it pretty much means like you get pregnant from somebody else's hormones. Pretty much. So that's a nice way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
And if your wife said that she wanted to do that, would you support her?
Is that question for me?
Can I do it?
That question is for everybody.
Go ahead,
I
Tucson.
put it out there. I mean, but what I'm saying is, if now that's fine. Other than if she says, "I think I want to have Will Smith's baby." If we having problems where we can't have a child, and you say, "Okay, I want a child. Let's get together, and I want to get inseminated, and so that we can raise a family." Well, okay, you're helping the family as a whole, but you picking out Mike Tyson and say, I kind of like Mike Tyson. I want, I need a fighter in my life. I don't know. That's something. I don't know.
That's totally different.
I don't know.
Rico,
that's kind of catch-22.
Yes, sir.
Get glass full, glass empty.
Rico, what do you say to that, brother? How would you deal with that situation? It's not yours, and now having to deal with the idea of watching her go through the transformation that she would go through physically. What would you do?
I ain't got to deal with it. She's out of here. She's out of here. But see, because one thing about it, you know what it takes to get pregnant.
Yeah.
So you know what you need to do to not get pregnant. If you ain't gonna protect yourself, you shouldn't even been doing it. So you have committed the ultimate violation. Out of here. On top of that, I might sue you for some alimony. Just on GP.
Yeah.
On general purpose, I might just take advantage of that opportunity because you violated everything that we stood on. See, and I was going back to what y'all was saying about the bank account and stuff like that. It's about needs and wants. You know what I'm saying? When you things that you need to do, and then there are things you want to do. If you want to go out here and have sex, but then walk away with a baby, I don't need to be involved in that. I definitely don't want to be involved in it. And that wasn't anything that you needed to be doing, but you did what you wanted to do. So what I need to do is let you go on and keep doing what you want to do and let you go. Get on out of here, go on about your business, because you don't know what these vows stand for. You don't know what commitment means. You were probably here manipulating me. And then going back to what your daughter said about the insemination. The only way I would allow my wife to be inseminated with Mike Tyson's or whoever on sperm is if I can't have any children. Well, I'm gonna be thinking to myself, wait a minute. You should have married you a boxer.
Yep.
You should have married you a basketball player who you thought was gonna be good, like Michael Jordan. Sometimes we have people in high school get babies by guys that's real good in sports because they think they got an NFL career ahead of them. Sometimes people get with people because they think they got a silver spoon waiting on them, like my baby mama did. She thought I had a silver spoon waiting on me, so she was getting with me for the wrong reason. And then it proved that she got with me for the wrong reason when she turned my son against me. So unconsciously, by being a negative co-parent. So now if you got to go get inseminated by somebody else and my sperm is good, what's wrong with my DNA? What's wrong with my legacy? What's wrong with what's wrong with my side of the family, paternal and maternal side? Why can't, number one, if you do go get Mike Tyson DNA, now you got to see if you can get a designer baby and make him a boy. Or you gonna have a Clarissa Shields out there?
Yeah.
So I mean, if I'm gonna ask this question: if you got to get inseminated by somebody else and my sperm is good, why are you with me?
Exactly.
Are you with me just because I can provide for you, and because I make you feel good mentally? Because if those are the only reasons you're with me, then you're using me. You're gonna have to get with me from all of me. You're gonna have to accept me and my DNA, all my legacy, my great grandparents. You're gonna have to get all of that. And if you want somebody else's sperm, go let them take care of you.
Yeah, exactly. Get your hat, your coat, and go on about your business. Go ahead on about your business. Curtis, how would you deal with that situation, Kurt? Now, she stepped out, got pregnant.
You said Toya?
No, Kurt. I'm coming to you next. Kurt, how would you deal with that situation?
What's that? Okay, break the situation down because I want to make sure I heard it right before I give up an answer.
Now you with this young lady and she becomes pregnant. She go out, she infidelity, becomes pregnant, come back home, and now you have to deal with watching her body go through that transformation, everything in pregnancy for 9 months until the time she has someone else's baby. How do you deal with that situation?
I don't know how I would deal with that. I can't answer that. Because I've always been raised, even as a little child, and some people say it's crazy, but it is what it is, man. It's how I was raised. I have always been raised to be a forgiving person. And forgiveness is truly a gift. For all I know, it could have just been a one-night stand. For all I know, it could have really been a love debacle. I don't know. But I've always been raised to be forgiving and try your best to understand that human beings are naturally flawed in all ways. That you're not just that. You're not so much of the ish that you can't get got to. I've always been taught not to believe that lie. So I really don't know how I would deal with that, Raheem. Would it hurt? 9 times out of 10, yeah, it'll hurt like the days are long in the summertime. But I don't know how I would deal with that because I can't say that I would just walk away. I can't tell that lie. To tell that lie, that would be speaking against who I am as a human being and who I am as a person. But I can't say that I would feel comfortable enough to consistently be in her presence like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? I've always been a believer of what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if I've been out there lollygagging and messing around, and then my lady come in the door and she been lollygagging and messing around, but she winds up having to carry the seed. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong to not be angry? Am I wrong to look at myself and say, well, come on, you've
been doing your dirt too.
Here,
You've been doing your dirt too, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, hold on. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, baby. You know what I mean? You got out there and you was doing what you was doing. So what gives you the right to be angry at her? Like, you ain't no better than she is. Only difference is you don't have to bring that seed home.
Yeah, exactly. Let me go to Toya.
So I really don't, being honest, brother, and truthful, I don't know how I deal with that. If you talk to some of my friends, if you talk to some of my real friends, they would probably look you right in your face and tell you, man, Kurt would be mad, he'd be angry, but Kurt gonna stay with that woman.
That's powerful, brother. Hold on 1 second. I'm putting you on mute because you got a little stuff going on in the background. There's some muting your line. Toya with a T. He come home. He said, listen, I need to talk to you about something. Okay, y'all sit down. You concerned. Y'all sit down. And he said, I think I have a baby on the way. You mean you? What do you mean you think? Well, then he go into the whole story, how this happened, that happened, and before you know it, he tripped and he fell, and the baby came. The baby's coming. Toya, what do you do?
Well, if you know you can't come in the house after 12, you know you can't come up in here with no babies. That's a no-go. I don't want artificial insemination. I'd rather have a baby by my child. But if you bold enough to come up in here, you should just come in packing. I'm going to know what that means. Just come in the house and start getting yourself. Maybe I got to move to state, leave the state. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. I don't even want to hear it. Because you know me, I make myself very clear when I meet people. I know I'm aggressive, but I'm gonna tell you real. So yeah, you go on out there and get a baby if you want to. Just come on in and pack your stuff. Baby, I'm gone. You gone? What? Yeah, nah, this ain't gonna work no more. This ain't gonna work no more. Okay, well, whatever it is, you go on and go ahead, because you know I'm gonna flip my top and lose my goose.
You got wait, say that one more time. You gonna do what now?
Flip my top and lose my goose.
Lord. Okay. See, that's that's something, and I think that's something that's across the board, because you know that infidelity thing, you know, that cuts real deep. Rico, talk to me, brother. What's on your heart?
See, infidelity is one thing, but then when you create a whole new life, and that baby come out looking just like that man, and you might not even like that man in the first place. Y'all might have been enemies. It might have been somebody from her past that you thought she was all done with, and come to find out she been sneaking and geeking on that thing like it belonged to her. No protection. They've been carrying on like they married. You find out they've been fighting. Now, she might have been cheating. You might have been cheating too. But at least you had a little bit of decency with yourself to say, well, you know what, man, I ain't going to go in on. I'm violating his marriage, but I ain't going to go and tear it up. I'm not going to put this on her, because she might not even find out about this little cheating. But now this baby, man, I might have to do like some people and try to hide it. And imagine being a child and your daddy got to hide you and act like you don't exist to certain people. All that is messed up. Best thing to do is just dissolve that thing. Now, you might have some people that can work it out. It's still awkward. It's still going to be strange. But if you walk it out, that's all fine and dandy. With me personally, it's a huge difference between just cheating and then creating a life. That's one right there I wouldn't be able to really come back from. Now, I was in a situation like that with my last baby mama. I didn't even think the little girl was mine from the very beginning. And she had been stepping out with this married dude. So I made her test him. And his family was all tore up, man. I mean, him and his wife went through it. Matter of fact, me and his wife, we did a little thing. But at the same time, the baby was in the picture. Then they took the DNA test. It wasn't his. Wow. Him and his wife done went through all this drama. And he ain't even the daddy. So here she come. I told you it was yours. I told you it was yours. That was you on that BS. So I went along with it for about 6 or 7 years. And I said, you know what, man? Let me make sure. Because this thing here might have had that monkey all on everybody, hammer balls, monkey balls.
Yeah.
So I went and got a test. Turned out to be mine. You still gonna take care of? No. No, I can't do that. Now, in some cases, it would be logical for a man to say, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say, man, she was raped. This and that, this and that. And that's a lie she came out with. But this is like the third time she done said she went to a club and somebody slipped something in her drink, and then she woke up naked and said she had been gang raped. Well, wait a minute. You should have stopped going to the club after the first time.
Yeah.
You got the worst luck in the world. Sounds like you a whore. I'm not doing this. So, you know, that's just one of the situations, man, where I feel like that's up to the person. But deep down inside, that you got to be a real tough-skinned, thick-skinned person to be able to look at this child and see this other man and to know everything that went on and still try to be the perfect husband and perfect father for somebody else's baby. Be the perfect husband for some woman that gave another man more than she gave you. Man, I know a situation where a man had some pictures bought to him by another man's wife, girlfriend of his wife and her husband. And he seen things on that picture that his wife didn't even do to him.
Wow.
Tore him up on the inside. And they tried to stay together. But it wasn't going to work because in the back of his mind, he couldn't picture her standing. He couldn't get that picture of her standing on her head. So, I mean, you know, it's man. I'm gonna tell you, man. I think that would be a real hard one to do.
Exactly.
Just stand, but to each his own.
And it would take a lot. It would take somebody real special, man, to stay during a situation like that. It would take somebody real special, man, to have to endure watching this whole process, knowing that is, you know, what's supposed to be a great occasion between you and your significant other is a great situation between your significant other and some other person, and you're, man, that's a lot. Y'all give us a call 508-924-3521 508-924-3521. One more time for the people that did not have a pen. 508-924-3521. Give us a call and let us know what's on your heart. Mary, what's on your heart right now? Mary?
I'm listening.
Okay. All right, good deal. Toy, you want to talk to me?
Yeah, no, these are real situations that people have to deal with, and it's hard for everybody, you know, but I believe humans, we can overcome anything. It's a mindset, it's a perception. You know, there are people that think, but my father told me a long time ago about being a girl and being a cheater and things not to do. But one of the things he explained to me was, you know, women often will accept a man after cheating. But when it comes to a man and a woman, men are different. You might have forgiven them 5 times, but the first time you cheat, they may not forgive you. And that stuck with me in my mind. But again, you know, I'm going to do what I want to do. It is what it is. I'm going to do what I want to do with who I want to do it with, and I'm such a good girlfriend, you're still going to want to be with me. You're going to be like, no, please don't kill me. I don't want to look at you like that. But I'm so good to you. It don't even matter. You got to die 4 times, come back and live till you're 84 before you find a woman like me. But my value was off, you know what I'm saying? And it was all centered by abuse. And I think some of us, even in this relationship, when we're talking about being in the house on time, I think when we get out of our parents' house, we got this system syndrome. And then we get in a relationship, we grown and we want to do these things that we know we was raised not to do. You know, the values we learn in school and at home supposed to set the pace for work and relationships. So now you so out of this, I want to be grown. My parents tell me what to do. You're forgetting about the respect. You forget about why your parents taught you some of the things they did, why they chastised you with some of those ways. And it was to help you develop integrity and learning and understand that a relationship, you can't be late during curfew because you can't be late at work. You can't be late in curfew because you can't be late when you go to school. You can't be late when you go to school because when you get in a relationship with somebody, you can't be late because it's going to cause issues. And those are the things we need to understand, you know, when we're dealing through things. You know, we take for granted that life is that home is the first teaching place. And it's the first teaching place for all things. If you see your mom and daddy going back and forth, then you're going to go back and forth with them. If you see your daddy beat on your mama, it's a high probability that you might too. But it's a lot easier to pick up positive actions than it is the negative. You know, sometimes you might feel like, oh, well, that's bad. I don't want to do that when I get out of my household. You know, so you can get up and be like, well, yeah, I saw my mother tell my father to be in the house at a certain time, and I don't want to be like that. So now here you come, you want to buck the system. And I think that's what it is. But I think when we settle down and think about being adults, first and foremost, second of all, being a standard, God's standard. If we all, the man and the woman, operate outside of God's standard, then we'll have something to measure up, and 9 times out of 10, we'll be okay with each other. But oftentimes, we veer off with the devil's standard, expecting God-like results. And that's when it causes a problem. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about people having kids, but my thing is this, and God put me on this lately. If a man don't respect what I say, God, to marry you before y'all have sex, he's an infiltrator. And if you as a woman know I told you don't have sex till you get married, and you allow yourself to lay down with a man, you're infiltrating upon me. So how are you going to expect them to do the right thing when they already broke God's law? You know what I'm saying? How are you going to do that? But we both did it. So we get in a relationship, and when I come out of this, we're going to have simple action. It's going to cause drama and issues. You know, so I'm reverted back to God's standard and God's will, man. If you ain't marrying me, I can't get out with you. I know how good I am. and I don't know how the person is. I'm at a point where let me follow God's standard. There's somebody who's trying to follow his standard. When we go through issues, whatever it is, we're gonna make it through because we got God first.
That's good. That's good. Curtis, let me ask you this question. And if everything goes according to plan, protocol, if you will, and this couple, they've been dating 2 years. They've never done the horizontal mambo. They've never done the horizontal mambo at all. In the whole time they was dating. They get married. So they decide as a couple, we're not gonna do anything until we become husband and wife. We're not gonna do anything on that level until we become husband and wife. We're gonna consummate the marriage at that time. And that's the first time we'll have grown folk activities, if you will. They go through with it. Everything is good. And what happens, Curtis, if the night after the honeymoon, one realized that they're not satisfied in that area? What do they do? Curtis?
Computer. Okay.
Yeah, Raheem. What you said that they decide they've been together 2 years. They decide that look, they're not going to have sex
Until
right?
they get married. Yes.
Until they get married. And then what's the breakdown here?
They do that. They stand true to what they believe in. They stay true to those convictions. The night of the wedding, they go through the process. They go through the process, and one of them realize they're not happy or satisfied with the activities. What do they do at that time? Come on, Curtis.
Man, you know what? I don't know what to tell you, brother.
I mean, that's your husband. That's your wife. You mean that's the person that you selected? You know,
only thing you can do, brother, is you got 30 days to get in the know, innit?
So basically, you throw the marriage away.
You got 30. If you realize that you are unhappy, like
everything else is perfect. Everything else is perfect. Everything else is perfect.
So what are you unhappy about? I guess that's my question.
The sexual activities, the sexual performance is not.
So when they do the thing,
yes.
So when they do the do,
yes.
They realize that they are unhappy. Okay. You know, I've actually heard of that happening, bro. Hold on one second. I've actually heard of that happening, Ryan. It's crazy you mentioned that, but I've actually heard that happen, and from what I've heard, they walked away from that thing.
So if everything else is perfect, man, and the only thing that's like it is the sexual activities, that's enough to throw the whole marriage and the whole relationship away.
I mean, it can be. It depends on who you're talking to. Because for some people, the physicality of sex is the most important part of their relationship.
Wow.
For some people, I almost hate to say it, brother, but some people build their relationships strictly based upon a physical action. To be honest with you, I mean, just being honest and truthful, some people's relationships are built solely off of the physical. And it's shameful because what really bothers me with it is you lose, if your relationship is built off the physical, right? You lose the touch of reality. Because the reality is at some point, I'm going to get old. At some point,
yeah,
my physical ability is going to be hindered. Like I told my son, you know, your nephew getting married this month on the 25th.
Okay. The 25th?
I told little Kurt, I grabbed him and his wife, him and his future wife. And I looked at both of them and I said, look, let me tell y'all something right now. I said, if y'all gonna do this thing, I said, let me explain to you. You're going to have to love her when she is incapable of loving herself. And then I looked at him and I said, you're going to have, and then I looked at her and I said, and you're going to have to love him when he becomes incapable of loving himself. Now y'all can stand here and act high and mighty and act like that day will never come. But in some way, some form, or some fashion, that day is going to walk up and smack you right in your face. And if you're not ready to render that same love and kindness to one another, your marriage will be doomed. Y'all might as well hang it up right now.
Good deal. Good deal. Toya with a T. Toya with a T. What do you say to that? How if all this is going on, and the very moment that you all consummating the marriage is just it ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right. What do you do? Everything else is perfect, Natoya. Everything else in the relationship is perfect. What do you do at this point?
Well, you know, like I said, all things that we work through, we need to have conversations, first of all. You know, so many of us come from different backgrounds, different cultures in the household. We don't know how to communicate. And I think whatever it is, you need to have communication, and for one, and you need to be willing. For an example, let's say cooking. For the woman, it might be cooking, right? Your mother cook good, your sisters cook good, your friends, your ex-girlfriends, but then the one that you want to marry don't know how to cook. But you need to have a conversation, and she needs to be willing. Well, I take some cooking lessons. It needs to be a desire to serve the other person if you really want to be with them. And when you have a desire to serve the other person, that means you're going to do all that you can to try to provide the things that are necessary or that it takes to, you know, take care of them. So whatever the situation, whether it's sex, whether it's money, whether it's cooking, whether it's how we interact, there needs to be a conversation. For example, my last relationship, you know, lasted for about 13 years. And when I started off in a relationship, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm very aggressive. Talk very aggressive, act very aggressive. But for the last 3 years, when God was dealing on me, he told me to pipe down, calm down. Like, you want to be a wife, you got to be easy, you got to be soft, so God is working on me. So the person I was in a relationship with, they were still carrying on with their ways, and I had to stop them and check them a couple of times, like, look, I know that's how I used to talk to you, and I apologize. I know I've done a lot of things wrong, aggressively, and I was jacked up, but moving forward, you cannot talk to me like that. You're going to send me, I'm going to turn green, bust out my clothes, and want to bust through doors and windows and stuff. So, you know, we got to change that dialect. But the dialect never changed, and I had to move because I'm working at my best to try to be good to you, despite whatever the issue is. But then this thing keep coming up, and we had conversations, I'm telling you that it's an issue, and you're not trying to do anything to fix it. So I need to move out of the way because you're not trying to do nothing to fix it. So that's the important part. If we have a conversation on, hey, listen, I require this, you know, my energy is a little bit higher, you know, we need to try this or try that. You should at least be willing, unless it's just too far off the Richter scale. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something simple where we can come to an agreement together and work on it and get it done for both of our happiness, that's what needs to happen. And I think oftentimes we talk and some people don't listen. And I think sometimes we listen for people to talk, you know, but we never find that common ground. So I think, you know, if we're going to act like we're adults and we're going to act like we don't need a curfew, then we need to act like we assume responsibility and accountability for our positions in the role we play.
That's good. Miriam, what do you say to that? Miriam, what do you say to that? What's on your heart?
I don't really know what my heart should be on because I don't really know exactly what we're talking about. There's a lot that happened since the last time I said something. But I'm going to go in a different way with it because I don't really know what we're talking about. But I just feel like I'm going to go based off, I don't know who just spoke, but based off what she said.
Okay.
I feel like you have to love your significant other enough to acknowledge, like how she acknowledged, I'm not that person anymore. If you can be that person, that's fine, but you can't be that with me. And I feel like if it's something that is actually constructive, then you should love yourself enough to change that so you could be a better person for yourself. And if not, then it's not meant for you, and that's okay. 1 second. You can go to someone else. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me go. Got Rico on the screen with us. Rico, talk to me, brother. You find out y'all been together for 2 years. Never did horizontal. Y'all had an agreement. Y'all had an agreement that y'all gonna save that for the wedding night. Okay, wedding night come. Y'all a husband and wife now. The next morning you wake up. What do you do? Rico,
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch screens, man, because I can't hear you too good. I'm gonna answer the question. Probably give me about 2.
Okay. And see what it is with that. What it is with that, man. There's a lot going on there because at this particular time, and the phone lines are open. Anybody, we got quite a few people that's tuning in. If you want to address this, please give us a call. 508-924-3521. 508-924-35. Huh?
It's the motion of the ocean. It ain't the stars of the ship. It's the motion of the ocean.
I got you. Rico, what do you say to that, brother? Okay, we can't hear you, Rico. Rico, we can't hear you. Hold on, let me see. Okay, we're trying to get Rico on the video feed here. I think we're having a little issues with the feed with him. Yeah. I mean, that's what they say to you. That's exactly what they say. But at the same time, people are funny when it comes to stuff like that. People are kind of funny. Rico, can we hear you?
We only funny when it's a tugboat, Raheem.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Rico. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna send you the link. Again. Let me send you the link one more time here, because I think it might be something might have a issue with the. Go ahead, Toy. You talk to me for a second. We on the what now?
Yeah, I said it's the size of the ship. It's not the motion of the ocean, unless of course it's a tugboat. The women only gonna be mad if it's a tugboat. But again, that's what we need to get back to. We gotta get back to loving the person for the person. And sometimes you can get burnt. We get real young. We love somebody and we do everything and they crush us. And after that, we vow never love nobody like that again. We go on and get married, still mad about that 15-year-old girl who broke your heart for the high school football captain. I feel like this. As a friend, I'm gonna love you. The only difference with my significant other and my friend is the sex. But if you're going to be my friend and you get sick, I'm going to be there to wipe your butt. The same way where if I call myself sleeping with you, it ain't nothing you can do, but I'm going to be there for you. And most of us, we don't want that. You don't want to be with the girl by any means necessary. You don't want to be with the man by any means necessary. We dress it up to what we want, what we think we want, and get into those situations. And at the end of the day, you really don't care. And when you get together and wonder why you got a little demon child. Well, when you got together, you didn't have no good intent, no real intent, no love you to death and you part, but you gonna love me to have sex. You'll love me to have a baby, but let me get sick. You're gonna be the first thing smoking up out of here. So I think that we have to get back to value first and foremost. And then, secondly, if we are going to commit our body to the most precious thing in the world. We always want to say, a lot of people, Christian people want to say, get married. But at the end of the day, even if you don't have a piece of paper, the most precious thing that you're doing is laying down, giving your body to someone. And with that being said, you need to make sure that the person you give your body to, you're going to be willing. How you going to have sex with a person wrong, but if they can stick you bone, it don't make sense. So I just think that, the humans, the women, the men, we need to get back to value and loving humanity. That way our relationships will be stronger.
Absolutely. Let me see. Can we hear Rico? Rico, can we hear you, brother? Can't get your sound right. Let me see here. Let me see if it doesn't work. Okay, we gonna say he's gonna call back in. Let me go to Kurt. Let me unmute Kurt here for a second. Kurt, and a lot of times what happened. Okay, let me see. I think we got we got Rico back on the line. Rico, talk to me. Answer that question for me, brother. What's on your heart? Rico? Rico, might be something wrong with your sound on your phone, brother. Can you hear me? Rico, can you? I think it's something wrong with the Rico sound on his phone. Kurt, talk to me, brother. And why is it that a person would be so quick to throw it away if everything else is proper, if everything else is right? Would sex be enough? And I understand what you said earlier about that's what a lot of people build their relationship off. But if everything else is perfect, and the only element that's not missing, she like a wet rag or dry rag, whatever you're gonna call it, in the bed. Can't you teach her? Kurt? Kurt, are you there? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. They may be on mute. Toy, you with a T? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Kurt must have stepped away for a minute because his line is still there. He may have stepped away for a minute. But
Let me ask y'all something.
go ahead.
It's completely unrelated to the conversation, but I've been wanting to ask this since the first question at 8:00. Who do you think will hurt you more, or which hurts more, your children or your spouse? Because you can choose. I think your spouse, because you can choose your spouse, but you can't choose your kids. But who do y'all think can hurt you more and why? Like, if they hurt you, it would hurt more if it came from your spouse or your children.
That's a powerful question. That's
What's the question, Lisi?
My question is, if someone hurt you, would it hurt more if it came from your spouse or your children?
The hurt from my kids probably would hurt me a little more. I know, matter of fact, yeah, the hurt from my kids would hurt me a lot more. I ain't even gonna say a little more. It would hurt me a lot more.
Explain that, Kurt.
You want me to explain it?
Yes.
Because I don't know. At the end of the day, well, for me, I have a real. I don't know if you. Well, I know you picked it up, Raheem, and you done seen it, so you know. I have a real fraternal bond with my kids. So for my kids to do something wrong to me, it would really hurt. My kids, this gonna sound crazy when I say it, but I have made way more sacrifices for my kids than I ever have for any spouse. And that's not to say that I haven't made sacrifices for my spouse. I'm just saying when you look at it on a level of sacrifice, for my kids, I gotta be honest. I've made more sacrifices. I was supposed to sign with BMG Warner Shuffle Records, but for my kid at the time, I couldn't do that. So I had to tell them no. So I had to look in the eyes of a multi-million-dollar deal, and for the love of my child at the time, because I only had one at that time, I had to say no. there has been some sacrifices made that I just can't, that I've never had to make for my spouse. So I think my kids, yeah. When I interpret that, I would say my kids.
Okay, Toussaint, what do you say to that? How do you answer that question?
What, my kids or a spouse?
Which one? Which hurt is worst?
For me, because I had two incidents when my first wife passed. I had 3 kids, and life, even when they didn't understand it began to center around them. Period. And from that point on, it centered around them, whether they knew it or not. And it's still like that. Do not think that you're going to come between me and my kids, or that, and love you to death, but don't you cross them. Period. Because love will not live here anymore. I'm telling you, because they didn't ask to come.
Yeah.
And then having to experience the loss of their mother, that's extra. And I had to make some decisions. And I'll just share with you right quick. The in-laws, they was like, when the family, when she had some stuff, they said, well, we want to keep those things for sentimental value. I say, you better take a picture of it, because that belongs to my kids. I'm not asking anybody about anything. I'm taking everything for the kids. They ain't for me, because I don't need it. And that's for them. And if you don't like it, get somewhere else.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's period. And then, you know, we have people that sacrifice their kids for a relationship. And I don't mean no harm, but that does not make any sense to me.
None at all. None at all. No. And
I'm just saying, because you mean to tell me that you're gonna tell me that if my kids show up, even though she has another baby, he has another baby mama, and you don't like them, that you gonna leave? Well, I'll help you pack your bags. That's what's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
And I've done that, by the way. Sure did.
And look at it. Sound like you're serious about that. How you ended that thing, sure did. You're serious about that.
I ain't playing about that.
Absolutely. I want to say thank you to the Big E and Sparkle 76. I want to thank y'all for joining us this morning. You can certainly be a part of the conversation. All you have to do is give us a call, 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. One more time for the people that did not have a pen. 508-924-3521. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Rico, I think we got you back, brother. You back with us?
You let me know. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear. Is something going on with that?
Okay, I don't know what was going on then, man, but you know, you asked that question about the honeymoon night, man, and you know, I had a different, I'm gonna say I had a different perspective. It might be a little shocking to everybody. But if I did get to my honeymoon and see after these 2 years that we've been together that she ain't got that much experience and it ain't that good, I might be somewhat delighted. I definitely would be patient.
Yeah.
Because what that would indicate to me is like, number one, if she did have a former boyfriend, I ain't got to worry about him coming back to that. Because ain't nobody finna put up with this right here probably. She ain't no good. Well, she terrible. So then that means she might not have too much experience. She might not have that many notches under her belt.
Yeah, exactly.
She might have low miles. Even though she could do 200 miles per hour, she ain't even seen 60 yet.
Yeah.
That's a good buy. So I'm looking at that end of it, and then I get to thinking about the time where I had to say, teeth, baby, teeth. You got to teach them.
Yeah.
See, everybody don't come into this world just sexually professional. You got to learn how to do some things. You got to learn how to get what you like or how to give somebody what they like and what they can't resist. Some people got special moves can't nobody resist.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just comes natural to them, but it still take a little practice. Practice makes perfect. So I wouldn't be too disappointed to the point where I'm like, oh, nah, man, this is terrible. I don't think I'm going to be able to put up with this. I know I got time to work with her. I got time to tell her, look, practice like it's a popsicle. You don't want that popsicle to hit your teeth. Do that popsicle. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you got to be patient. You got to be creative. You got to use your mind because everybody ain't born to do this. Everybody coming to this world born to have some kind of style about it. Now, don't get me wrong. Anybody can lay down and do it and just create a baby. But to actually have some skills, the skills that make you want to say, ooh, man, I'm glad I married this woman. Man, it's right on time for you to teach her. Teach her what it is. It's actually a good thing that she isn't a professional.
And that's what I said earlier.
Then if she was a professional, she probably would need a little bit of management. So,
Lord.
you know, I just look at it like, man, that might be actually something of value. That'd be something that you should, you know, you could look at it and say, man, you know what? I'm glad, man. This really means that she ain't got around. And so you just take the time to mold her. Take the time to see what it's going to do. It's going to make the person that is experienced not be so selfish. Now for him to get what he want out of it, he's going to have to take his time and show her and explain her and put her in a certain place where sometimes she might do some things that might not even realize she was doing it. She felt so good.
Exactly.
But now she know how it make you feel because you don't show her. And then if push come to shove, they always got videos.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, let me go to Toya with a T. Toya with a T. What's on your heart, sis?
Yeah, Rico hit it right there. You know, and not for nothing, just because you have sex, you got to learn the person. Different people do different things. Yeah, listen, I'm old school. Don't be bringing no straps and whips and chains and rings and all this stuff. Nah. I'm good on all that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn the person. You know what I'm saying? Some people desire different things. Some people are freakier than others. And you need to know that before you get in there. But again, if you've been with her for 2 years and you ain't had the conversation that you're not as experienced, then that's the issue, right? I dated a guy like that. That's how I know the saying is true. It's not the size of the ship, it's the motion of the ocean. So he was so good to me. Everything else was good. And he didn't mind learning. He didn't mind asking. Look, I don't do oral, but we can do some other things. And I had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We have to figure out what it is we want. Do I want good sex or do I want somebody that can provide? He never stays out 3 or 4 in the morning. If he does, he's going to call. I don't want for anything. He's a team player. He don't just sit back and let me cook. Whenever I cook, he's helping. Like there are 17 million other things, and you get in the bedroom, and because they don't do a certain thing, it's an issue. I come on with the joke. That's a deception of the devil. We have to be, again, like I said earlier, communicate. Why don't you know after 2 years what this person is capable of doing or of not doing? You know, what we are talking about the whole 2 years. You wasn't having sex, so what conversations were you having? You know, but absolutely, I'm a Rico. Don't think just because somebody experienced that means something. You need to teach them what you like. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard it.
Some people don't like the kiss in the mouth. Some people do. Some people don't like foreplay. Some people don't. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you learn your partner, when you learn the individual, then you can learn, all right, how can we do it? And again, do it together. You know, I think some men, and this is what gets me with men, especially older ones. Oh, I got more energy, did that in the third. Bro, you 60, I'm 40, you ain't got that much energy, bro. You're going to kill yourself trying to keep up with energy. But that ain't even what we be on. It's like men put this big emphasis like, oh, I can't let you walk away without having sex with you, because if you have sex, then it's going to deter all the other men. Like, there's this big emphasis on sex in the bedroom, and 9 times out of 10, you ain't got nothing going on. That's all you got to offer. And when we young, we put an emphasis on sex, we get mad when we got a sorry Negro.
I'm going to tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you something, Toy, and this is something I used to do back in high school. I used to ask the girl, what do you have outside of that? Because that's a common issue. Every girl come with one of those.
That's right.
What else do you have? What else do you have to offer? What else are you bringing to the table outside of that? Because like I say, every girl, you get 100 girls, I'll show you 100 of those. Every girl have one of those.
That's right.
And so my thing is, I used to
That's
ask.
right. That's
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
You know what I do, Raheem, when I meet a man?
Mm-hmm.
The first they say, "How you doing? What's your name?" I say, "Needy." I scare them first.
Mm-hmm.
I scare them first because I want to see what you're really about. Why you ain't got no boyfriend? Tried to kill the last one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I be listening.
Yeah.
See what they say. Now some of them be like, "Nah, I'm good," but then some of them be like, "Nah, you fighting the man? Why? What he do to you?"
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we gonna have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not just listening with an intent to get some booty and let me get out the way because you might bust me inside my head too.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, now most women ain't violent, and you a little old thing. You look sweet as hell. Oh, excuse me. You look sweet as all outdoors. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
See, now we gonna have a conversation because once I did my scare tactics, I see what you're really about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I say needy and you still talking, that mean all right. You don't mind spending no money. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta test people. But you're right, Raheem. You better ask me what you got to offer. All you got to offer is Peter Wacker. Oh no, I'm good. I'm full off of Peter Wacker. I don't eat meat. I'm a vegan.
Lord, my Jesus. We got a few more minutes before we get out of here.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm back now. I was my director was asking me some questions.
Oh, okay.
So
Good. Good deal.
I had to answer.
Okay. All right.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, we got 4 minutes, Kurt. Give me a quick version, bro. I want to touch a few more people. But yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. What's on your heart, bro?
Okay. If I can't build with you, I can't shuck no steel with you. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers, if you can't build with her, don't push no steel with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's going to be a waste of your time, your energy, and you might wind up wasting your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Kate, I want to say thank you, Kate, for becoming a fan. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. Joseph, good to have you, brother. And we're here every day, Monday through Friday. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're not here on our Wednesdays because, school. But definitely come back and join us again. We definitely love to have you. And give us a call, 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. We're here from 7 o'clock in the morning until 10. Now, Rico, just in case they missed something, brother, what happened at 3 o'clock today? Rico, you there?
Yeah, if you missed today's show and would like to catch it in its entirety, you can tune in at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on www.dkmmediagroup.com.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me see. Kurt, pray us out, brother. Kurt, you there?
My bad. I didn't hit the mute. I had done started praying. I hadn't even hit the mute button.
Good deal.
All right. With all hearts and minds open, most gracious and heavenly Father, we come to you as humble can be. Father, we come on this day, some on bending knees, some standing while bending. Father, we come right now, not asking you for anything, but thanking you for all things, Father. Father, we thanking you for the mercy that you provided us while we slept. Father, we thanking you for the life that you're going to provide us with as we go throughout our day. Father, we thanking you for the trials, the tribulations, the situations, and the circumstances, because we know that it is because of those things we will become stronger in you. Father, we thanking you. Father, we thanking you for the precious moments that you have comforted us, protected us, and kept us close to your bosom. Father, we thanking you. In the mighty name of Yahshua, we say this prayer. In the mighty name of Yahshua, we hope this prayer is heard. And in the mighty name of Yahshua, we hope this prayer is understood. In the mighty name of Yahshua, let us all say amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Reverend Terry Jones, it's great having you. I definitely appreciate you joining us. Again, we're here every day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7 o'clock in the morning until 10 a.m. This is the Morning Glow. So definitely good to have you. You can give us a call at 508-924-3521. Would love to have your input as well. Now, it is now 9:59. You're about to exit the Morning Glow. But before you go, first, I want to thank you all for joining us. And more than that, I want to thank you for allowing DKM Media Group and Associates and the Morning Glow for being a part of your morning. It is now 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, you're about to exit the Morning Glow. But before you go, I want you to do me 2 favors, if you will. One, I want you to continue to pray for us because we're certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number 2, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you could do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. And we shine some of this light on you from the Morning Glow. Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in and let your light so shine. If you get an opportunity, give somebody some love. You just might find some love in return. Won't that be a beautiful thing? Have a great weekend and do me a favor. Take care of each other. You all be blessed. Love you.